Hey guys, Becky and I are here to do a couple Catholic calisthenics. These are stretches and more mobility exercises, what we consider maintenance exercises that we do to improve upon the Catholic Fit exercises. So if you're doing a squat, for example, and your lower back's bothering you, or your knee is bothering you, or you just want to improve your ability to do those, these are exercises for that. So this first one we're going to do is called a 90-90 stretch. So the 90-90 position, we started from a seated position, so come down to the floor and just get into this position first. So the reason we call it 90-90 is both of our knees are at 90 degrees, okay? And then my front leg comes off of my pelvis or my hips at 90 degrees, okay? So it's a 90-90 stretch. This might be enough for you. You may be sitting in here and your hip might be barking at you, or you may just feel some tightness, or you may have a hard time sitting up straight and may pull you over here. So just listen to your body. If this is enough of a stretch for you, hang out here for 2 or 3 minutes and then do the other leg for 2 or 3 minutes. Here's a few variations then to increase the stretch. So the first one we're gonna do, sit up nice and straight first. And even the difference between putting your hand on the floor versus sitting up without can be a big difference, especially from leg to leg. If you're good here, then lean forward with a flat back and bring your chest down towards this front knee. Feel that out a little bit. We'll just do a few seconds per position, but you can do 10 seconds, 30 seconds, up to a minute per side. Come back up. This time we're gonna shift over and we're gonna bring your chest down more towards your shin or your ankle bone and feel that stretch there. You can even put your elbow on the inside of your knee, kind of groove right there, and press your chest away towards your foot. Okay, that's gonna be a big stretch in this inner thigh here. You sit up nice and straight again and then twist over your front leg. You can look over your shoulder as well. That's a good twisting stretch, especially for you golfers out there. This is a great stretch to mobilize your upper back, your spine, and your hips, all right? And you can come back to center. Now, we can turn this into a little bit of a strengthening exercise as well, waking up some hip muscles. So lean forward a little bit, and we're gonna lift up your back foot. So I'm gonna let Becky do this one here. So you're working some deeper hip muscles here by picking up your back foot and bringing it back down. So try 5 or 10 of those, all right? After those, then Becky's gonna lay down to the side, and from here, she's gonna do the other leg, and she's gonna pick up that foot, go up and down about 8, 10 times, okay? Again, these are deeper hip muscles that we're working here, all right? So after you've worked both hips like this, Becky's gonna come up onto her elbow, and she's gonna get a good twisting stretch. There's a lot of rotation going on in your hip joints, and your ankles, and then with your upper back. So she's bringing her right shoulder down to her left fist, and then back up. She can do one more like that. So we're essentially taking the kind of the thigh bone forward in your hip joint, and then we're rotating it. So we're getting a lot of mobility. We talk about joint mobility throughout the program, okay? And then come back to center. So the next transition then, if your right leg is forward, would be to transition over to your left leg, okay? So Becky can go over to the left side. So just that transition alone is a great exercise. So Becky can put her hands behind her, go back and forth, over to the other side. Or she can do that unassisted, so without using her hands, she goes over. All right, so that's gonna loosen up your back, loosen up your hips. This is one to practice, you're getting better at that. But this is maintenance exercise. This is something to spend 5 or 6 minutes with every day, and can really loosen up your back, your hips, your knees, your ankles, okay? So Becky would just transition to the other side, and then she'd spend 3, 4, 5 minutes with that other leg forward. And you'll feel the difference between each leg and hip. All right? So try these out, the 90-90 stretch. This is a great mobility move that will improve all the Catholic calisthenics, the Cathletic moves, and your Catholic Fit exercises.